If you've been trying to figure out how to make money online, but keep feeling overwhelmed, confused, or like you just don't know where to start, you're in the right place. My name's Ari, and I'm so glad you found me. I'm guessing you're not just looking for more information. I'm guessing you're looking for more time, more freedom, and more financial peace of mind. Maybe you're also thinking, I'm busy. I'm not 20 something. I don't have a following, and I'm wondering if this could actually work for someone like me. I hear you, because 6 months ago, that was exactly me. I'm 64 years old. I've been a successful entrepreneur in the wellness space for 21 years. From the outside, it looked like I had it all together. But then life did what life sometimes does. A late in life divorce I didn't see coming, a dip in my wellness income, and suddenly I was lying awake at night, stressed about paying my bills and about retirement closing in. I needed to fill an income gap, but I also wanted something flexible, something I could do from anywhere on my own time that didn't require me to start completely over. It also had to be affordable. That's when I found digital marketing. And honestly, I didn't believe it at first. I'm not techie. I wasn't comfortable with social media. I didn't want my friends and family to know what I was doing. But because I had a need, I was willing to learn. I invested in the right education and mentorship, which truly made all the difference. I followed the steps and just stayed consistent. I also chose to start a fresh account separate from everyone I knew and built from the ground up with complete strangers. Within 3 months, I had grown to over 10,000 followers, and I was already earning $3,000 a month, enough to cover my mortgage, pay down debt, and finally say yes to some fun things again. No one was more surprised than I was. And here's what I want you to hear. Making money online is not one size fits all. What works for the 20-year-olds who grew up with social media where posting feels as natural as breathing is probably not going to work for you and me. And that's why so many women our age stay stuck. They're trying to follow someone else's path instead of building one that fits their actual life. This training covers over 22 different ways to create income online. Things like digital products, UGC, Amazon reviews, self-publishing, and so much more. You'll be guided to find the right method or methods that fit for you and your lifestyle, not someone else's. If you're thinking you wouldn't even know where to start, I didn't either. And yet by following the teachings, I made my first sale 6 weeks in. No experience, no audience. You don't need to be tech savvy. You don't need to be young. You don't need a following. You just need to be willing to start and learn as you go. Watch the breakdown and ask yourself one question. Does this finally give me a clear starting point? Because that's honestly the most important thing you need right now. I'm so excited for you. And if anything resonates or you have questions, reach out. You do not have to figure this out alone. I would love to help you. And if this starts to make sense, you can get started right at the bottom below. I cannot wait to welcome you inside.
Guys, come in. Y'all heard that. Okay, so welcome again. As we do every single call, if this is your first call, drop it in the chat. If it's not your first call, let us know where you're tuning in from, just so we can get this chat going tonight. Welcome to the Boss Suite Insider Access call, you guys. Oh, from Alaska. Okay, first one. I love that. Canada, first call, first day, all the things, you guys. I love it so much. Okay, perfect. Yes, welcome in. So we are just going to go ahead and get started, you guys. If you don't know me or you don't know what you tuned into, then this is the Boss Suite Insider Access call, and whoever invited you thinks that you deserve to know about this opportunity, okay? So we are the creators of the Boss Suite. My name is Madison. I started in digital marketing in June of 2024. And I was a broke boutique owner. I had not been able to pay myself in 18 months, and it was just a huge struggle for us. Okay, I was the main income. My husband always worked for the States, had benefits, all the things, and not having your main income for 18 months is it was detrimental to your household. Okay, we were on the verge of losing our house, our car, our land, everything we've ever worked for in our marriage, and it was very hard. He went off to work. We were staying in a camper on the road. That's where a lot of you guys found me at first on TikTok, because I started going live sitting outside of a camper as soon as I purchased. I was very skeptical. Okay. I went to college, I got the degree. I was an x-ray tech for 11 years, started a boutique to be at home with my kids, and then they didn't work anymore when the economy got bad. So I was skeptical. I'd always done it the right way, right? The way that we were raised, but the right way wasn't working anymore. And so I was just at a point where I was like, okay, I'm going to try something else. So I got started on a payment plan and a prayer, just like most of us do, you guys, with a stranger on the internet who was a stay-at-home mom who said she was making, X amount of dollars per month. And I was just like in my head, if I can make 3,000 a month to not go back to working at a hospital, like I will do it. Whatever it takes, whatever social media I need to be posting every day, I will do it. So June 30th, 2024, I jumped in. I've been well known for going live on TikTok. It's actually my favorite thing to do. I know a lot of people do not like it at all. It is one of my favorite things about this business. Fast forward to now, you guys, I am in the top 1% of this industry of digital marketers, which is wild. I've made multiple seven figures in less than 2 years right here in my horse pasture in my double wide trailer. No, I do not want to build another house. People ask me that every single day, but I did talk to a financial advisor this week about purchasing a beach house to become an Airbnb. Okay. So that's really big for me. I am still a very normal, simple girl, and I am never going to promise you that honestly that you'll make a dime here. Okay. Because this program works if you work it, but you have to work it. You have to show up. You have to put in the effort. I have literally worked my tail off for the last 2 years to get where I'm at. We all have. But if you've got hustle and you've got grit, we bring the rest to the table. Okay. There are so many ways that you can make an income here, and we're going to go through some of those. So it's different than probably anything you've ever seen, any type of 9 to 5 job. But at the same time, you're here for a reason because something in your life is making you want more. Okay. So I hope that you enjoy the call. There's a lot of great information. You're going to hear from a lot of different people that are inside that are doing different things. And I'll talk to you guys again in a minute.
Hello, friends. I am Tracy, that social marketing chick in all the places. So my background here, I honestly started a little bit different than everybody else because I didn't have social media at all whenever I first started jumping into being a digital entrepreneur. I had no Facebook, I had no Instagram, I had no nothing. I could barely work my email, and I was a teacher from a literal cornfield. I'm from a town, I'm not even kidding you, of 200 people. That's the population. There is more corn here than humans, okay? And I have two littles who are on the autism spectrum, two completely different opposite ends. My son is level 1, high functioning. My daughter is level 3, profound, nonverbal, lots of, therapy appointments, doctor appointments, lots of needs there. And I was trapped inside of a classroom all day, like working an hour and 15 minutes away from my home. So I had like a 2.5 hour commute every day. I was gone more than I was home. And I had two kids that needed me a lot. And I was gone all the time, making just enough money to stay broke. The math was not mathing for me. And so I didn't have social media, so I wasn't watching anybody doing anything, but you best believe I was under my desk Googling, like, how do I make more money? Because something needed to change. I had to change our situation. And I came across a stranger on the internet who was making money from her social media. She was making way more money than I was as a teacher with a master's degree. And she was doing it at home with her kids and doing it around their schedules. And that got my attention because like that was what I wanted. That was what I needed. And so I, ended up doing some research, ended up investing in that business. And, fast forward, I was able to first match my teaching salary. And then I was able to way surpass my teaching salary. And then I was able to completely leave teaching altogether, work full time for myself. I'm able to be home with my kids whenever they need me. And I have since made multiple six figures from my social media that did not exist whenever I started. So if you are sitting here and you're like, well, I don't know anything about social media. I don't know. I don't have a following. I don't know what I'm doing. Let me be actual, like real life proof that literally does not matter. As long as you have the ability to come in and learn the skills and you have the guts enough to implement the skills. Okay. We can teach you all the skills in the world. We can't teach you being hungry. You have to be hungry. You have to want it. If you have that, I guarantee you, you are in the right place and you have right here at your fingertips something that is going to absolutely change your life. So I'm super excited that you are here. Listen to the information, and I'm going to go ahead and pass it over to Amanda.
Hey guys, so for those of you that don't know me, why do I always start off like that? It's like burnt in my brain. Anyways, y'all know me. So I'm Amanda. I am from Kentucky, like literally a small town in Kentucky. And like Madison said, we all met a stranger on the internet. I don't want to say unfortunately, but she is my stranger, y'all. And if y'all were here last week, I had a great time in Vegas. 10 out of 10, y'all definitely need to go see Bruno Mars in concert, and I see him again next weekend. But fast forward, I was the boutique owner that could not pay herself for 6 months, you guys. At the same time, my mom got sick and passed away. And nobody tells you how much a funeral costs. So not paying myself in 6 months, and I mean, I don't think I've ever told you guys what I used to pay myself, but in a monthly for me, like my monthly income back then as a boutique owner, before we purchased our commercial building, I was paying myself $14,000 a month. So fast forward, we bought a commercial building. My husband couldn't tell me no because it was the building that I wanted. I probably could have bought a cheaper one, but that was my building. So after paying overhead, paying the girls, 2024, was not a great year for anybody in retail whatsoever. And which is crazy because you would have thought COVID was not the year for anybody, but COVID, I made 6 figures like no other, without a problem, without being open, having to stay 6 feet apart. And so, like I said, 2024 was not a good year. I hadn't paid myself in 6 months. My mom passed away. And I had to look at my husband and say, how are we paying for a $12,000 funeral when there's nothing really in my account? So we figured it out together, paid for that. And I was scrolling TikTok like, okay, there has to be something that I can do without closing my storefront, without having to like keep spending money. Scrolling TikTok and I see Madison. And again, I need to make a note. I'm going to go find this video, y'all. You were either laying on the couch or you were laying in a chair and had been talking about how she was a boutique owner that had not paid herself, that now was making multiple 5 figures in a month, 4 figures in a week, and did not have to restock inventory. And I was like, holy crap, like that's my people. Let me keep watching. So, and I did. And so I finally, reached out to her and I was like, tell me what it is you're doing. Told her everything that was going on. And she literally sent me the sweetest message back. I still have it. And tells me, to watch the video, and it tells everything. And I was like, okay, cool. So me being me, I was like, wait a minute. I just told you I buried my mama and I don't have any dollars. Like I have 4 kids and now 2 nieces. I have no dollars. And I'm pretty sure this thing said I had to pay for it. And she was like, the education does cost it. And I was like, okay, cool. Well, let me get through Christmas. Because at this point, this was around November, close to December, and we had already started working on Christmas. So I get through Christmas, you guys, and I kept watching her. And it did me no good to watch her from that time that I first met her to the time that I actually joined, because her number just kept growing and I'm still over here drowning in bills, trying to move stuff around, not telling my husband, like, I've not paid my truck payment. I've not paid my daughter's truck payment. The electricity was on a payment plan. Like I did not tell him anything. And it was election day, 2024. I was like, you know what, forget it. So I jumped in on a payment plan and a prayer, like we all say. And guys, I literally started hyperventilating. My armpits were itching. I was like, what did I do? Like I don't even know what this really is, y'all. I just know that you get money from it. So I did. I jumped in. Got into the community, literally went straight to the affiliate module, you guys. Grabbed my link, stuck it in my store, and hit the ground running. Took me 3 days to make my investment back. And I was like, wait a minute, this is real. Okay. And so then from there, like my next one came and I was like, oh no, this is really real. Like this is really, really real. Let me tell my husband what I did, because it would have choked me if I had told him what I had started without paying a bill. So told him what it was, and he was like, I'm so happy you found something, da da da, whatever, all the things. Um, at that time, like from where I was running my commercial building, I was paying you guys, and I did the math the other day. I was paying $700 a month for somebody else to watch my daughter Monday through Friday. And I still had to pay y'all on holidays when y'all wouldn't open, or if we went on vacation, or if she was sick. And I was like, yeah, no, I just made $1,000 and we're sitting in the bed. I'm just gonna pay myself $700 a month to watch her. And if you guys know Bayla, I definitely have to pay myself to watch her. So I do not go live in this space, you guys. I tried it one time, lasted me less than 5 minutes. I was on live for my very first time, and Bayla walked in and said hey to our friends, and told everybody we had rats in our house. And in that moment, the live was over because I was like, wait, do we? So I ended the live, went and checked my kitchen and everything. And I was like, where did you see rats? And she was like, oh, no, I was just joking you. Okay. So we're never going live again. And we haven't, you guys. And I've been in this space for over a year. I've hit over six figures. I became a co-creator, a creator. And yes, you guys, do we? Because the kids see stuff before you do. And so I'm over here like, wait, do we have rats? And if you know me, we've had birds in our house like back to back. So the rats would not surprise me, y'all. But needless to say, guys, if I had never said yes, I would have never replaced my income. My building, I listed that for sale a year ago. We got 2 offers this week finally on that dang thing. And the first thing that popped in my mind was, I'm getting my $75,000 back. Like, that's all I care about. Like, I don't care about anything else. And last week I was able to go to Vegas, literally shut completely off. And I still I made a sale in the middle of the concert, you guys, to somebody that I've never talked to on a product I've yet to ever promote, but it's in my store. So if you are on the fence, you guys, definitely listen to everything that we have to offer. It's not just buy a course to sell a course. Yes, I do resell. That is my main income. I also do services. So definitely listen. There's several ways that you can make an income in this space. If I had never started, I would not be going to see Bruno Mars back to back. So again, next weekend, y'all ain't going to get a hold of me again. I'm going to pass it off to Madison, and I will see you guys later on in this call.
Yes, you guys. Okay, so you heard our story. So let's dive into what you're actually going to learn here, all of the different ways you can make money, all the things, because I know that's what you guys want. Okay, so online income is not a trend, you guys. It's not going anywhere. Think about how much you're on your phone every single day. Everything you do is from that phone in your hand or that computer that you're watching this on right now. Okay, affiliate marketing has been around forever, like literally since the 1970s. So we're heading on 60 years. Okay. Brands are outsourcing content daily and to more just everyday average people over like influencers now. It's actually at a point where I think people are honestly, after COVID with AI coming up, you guys, I think people are actually missing the more like humanized, interaction. And so brands are seeing that. Brands want real everyday average people making their content for them over just hiring, celebrities to run ads to. Okay. So in the next few slides, we are going to have people talking to you about the modules that they teach or the income streams that they do. These are real people inside of Boss Suite that are absolutely amazing and teaching you different things that you can do to make money online. Okay.
I figured out what UGC was while juggling twins, answering patients' phone calls as a full-time nurse, and trying to keep my blended family alive and fed. So if you feel overwhelmed hearing about it, I promise it's not complicated. So let me explain it just a little bit. UGC stands for user-generated content. That's it. It's regular people like you and me making simple videos about products we use every day. So what you're basically doing is helping brands promote their apps, their websites, their products, and sometimes you don't even need the product in hand. Influencers with huge followings, not celebrities, just everyday moms, working women, busy people. Brands right now would rather pay someone relatable to film a video on their iPhone than spend thousands on a big commercial. And here's the part most people miss. You do not need a big following. You literally don't need any followers at all. With UGC, brands are paying you for content, not for your audience. If they're paying you for your audience, that is influencer. So if you can say, okay, I didn't expect this to work, but and explain why you like something. That's UGC. To film your kitchen, in your car, during nap time, after bedtime. It's real life content, and that's exactly why it works. So, for instance, if Alani sent me this energy drink right here and they said, I want you to make a 30 to 60-second video. This is everything that I want you to include in the video, and we'll pay you $300 for it. That is literally it. Once you send them your content about the product, how it's a solution to your life, they'll pay you for it. If I can learn this while raising 3 kids, including twins, working full time and managing a blended household, you can absolutely do this too.
You guys, she started with me in September. She came to me and she was like, I just don't want to sell the course. I'm not good at this. And I was like, okay. So she started in UGC. She now has her own mini course also, which is blowing up on TikTok too. So now, I mean, like, you just never know what can happen for you if you just start. Okay. She started just working for brands behind the scenes, and now she's a whole course creator. I have a really good track record of creating these course creators out here. Okay. So I'm just letting y'all know it. You're in a good spot. Okay. On the next slide, we're going to talk about TikTok Shop and Amazon reviews, which are both doing absolutely amazing in our course.
As a TikTok Shop affiliate that's done over $1 million in sales in less than 12 months, I'm here to tell you not to overcomplicate TikTok Shop. My name is Brandy. I do TikTok Shop full time. I quit my corporate job of 10 years to fulfill this, and it has been a roller coaster ride, but an absolute blessing. The thing with TikTok Shop is you don't need inventory. You're not shipping out products. You don't deal with customer service. You are shopping products through the TikTok app, creating content around those products, and creating content that can convert. It is a business. It's not a hobby. If you talk to any of the top creators, they will tell you that this is their full-time business and has been for years. You can get percentage on your commissions. You can get shop ad percentages. And once you start making sales and you get all the free samples, it will really start to pick up for you. Although you need a certain amount of followers to do TikTok Shop and apply for the program and be able to post as many videos as you want, it's not about the amount of followers your account has. It's about the content that you put out. It only takes that one video to pop off for you. A quick 20 to 30-second video could absolutely change the game for you. If you've been on the fence about starting TikTok Shop, my best advice is to just start. There's never a good time to actually start a business like this. And this can just be one of the income streams that you use within the digital marketing space. Pick what you're passionate about, pick what you like. And that way, whenever you do create your content, you seem happy. You're not forcefully talking about something that you don't care about. As a mom of 3 and running a TikTok Shop business, I am busy, but it is so rewarding and I am extremely blessed for the opportunity. I hope some of this helped.
Brandy, you guys, is finishing up her module now, and I'm so excited about it. She's going to be teaching you. We already have TikTok Shop, but she's revamping it, because if you're already in the boss suite, you know I don't stay stagnant for hardly any amount of time. I'm always adding, always revamping, always upgrading. Okay. And Robin here just upgraded our Amazon review module. And I know in the first week we had over 50 people get approved for Amazon reviews. Okay. So I'm going to let her explain a little bit about what that is.
Amazon's shoppable videos are 100% a game changer for all you busy moms. I am a mom. I started when I had 2 kids under 2, and I grew my reviews up to a consistent $1,000 a month in 3 months with a newborn and not even a 2-year-old. It was crazy. And it has been so lucrative since then. I am now bringing in almost a consistent $3,000 a month, not even a year later. And it is absolutely insane. So if you are someone sitting on the fence on this, I'm going to share exactly what you do. Literally what you do is you take something you absolutely love. Okay. So you simply demonstrate how it works. So you are going to take that off. You are going to put it on your hand. And then guess what? You're going to post that video. You're not going to try to sell. What you're trying to do is you're just telling people what you love about something, because guess what? That's it. And somebody else might love the same thing as you, and then they might purchase it, and then you get a commission just for that. Now, these videos are amazing because they do not go on social media. They go straight to Amazon, and then Amazon does the work for you. Let me say that again. Amazon does the work for you. They place them on the product pages, and they are the ones that are pushing it out there to where someone clicks on your video, they watch it, you earn a certain commission on that product right there. How incredible is that? They are 30-second to 2 to 3 minute videos. They are not very long whatsoever. I work maybe 5 to 10 hours a week on this, and I am getting samples on the daily, and I average about $3,000 now a month on this. I promise you, when I say this is so doable, your mom can do it, I mean that because my mom did do it, and she's bringing in over $500 a month, and she spends like 1 to 2 hours maybe a week on this. When I say it's that easy, I promise you. Now, there's so many people that tell me that you have to have this huge social media following to get approved for this program. I'm going to myth bust that. There are so many people out there that are getting approved with 14 followers, 7 followers, and me personally 40 followers. You can do this too.
And she is being for real. There's a lot of people getting approved with very low amounts of followers. Okay. So just so we get some more engagement in this chat, you guys, how many of you guys have ever ordered from TikTok Shop or Amazon? I just want to know. Just drop a me in chat. Okay. Because I know that you guys have. Okay. You probably have an Amazon package that came this week. I know both of my kids do. Okay. So just saying, you could be getting paid to review those products. All right, let's keep going, you guys. So this one is really, really fun. And Chelsea here is on our tech team. She also teaches the Amazon KDP. I'm going to let her explain it a little bit better than I can, but I'm telling you, so many people have seen success with this.
If you're more someone who prefers to be behind the scenes of things, but you still want to make your own product and actually make money from it, I actually teach one of the most fun income streams inside of the Boss Suite, which is Amazon KDP. KDP stands for Kindle Direct Publishing. With KDP, you can create things like activity books, coloring books, journals, and planners, and publish them directly onto Amazon. The best part about Amazon KDP is Amazon is going to handle everything on the back end for you. So they're going to print and ship out anything that you create and publish, and somebody purchases it, and then you just earn your royalties from it. What has been so cool to watch is how many people inside of the Boss Suite have actually launched, published, and sold their coloring books just since the module went live. I've seen beginners go from I have no idea what I'm doing to publishing a book a week later, and they're having so much fun with it. It's just one of those income streams that feels really exciting because it's yours. So if you're somebody who wants to do more creative stuff but behind the scenes, then you are going to love this income stream.
And so many people, you guys, we have our own Facebook group for this where everybody just like posts their coloring books, all the things. If you're in Boss and you have published anything with the KDP module, drop it in the chat for us, okay? So everybody can see. I'm telling you, it's absolutely amazing. It's wonderful, okay? Like, truly, yes, now we have people to show us the way. I love it, you guys. I'm telling y'all, in the community, it's just testimony after testimony of these coloring books, okay? And then it can be anything, a cookbook, a book, just whatever, okay? On number 3, I love that. 3 coloring books published. See, I told y'all, okay? All right, let's keep moving, you guys. So this is Sasha. If you have ever wanted to create your own digital product, which is something I obviously dove deep into, I create things all the time. I absolutely love it, okay? Sasha is going to give her testimony about creating her own digital product and like how it just blew up for her.
Hi, I'm Sasha. I'm a blue-collar wife and a busy sports mama 3, and I've been in this online space now for about 2 years. When I was first getting started, I was actually a live host on TikTok, and I would go live and open up my room to people to come in and build their following to get into the TikTok Shop program or the Creator Rewards program. Whenever it started, I blew up, and everything was going great, and everybody was coming to me trying to figure out how to do what I do. They were trying, and they weren't having success, and they just kept asking me how I ran my room and what I do. So I decided I was going to teach them. I jumped into Canva, created a 20-page guide of everything I do, step 1 to the end, and I listed it at a link in my bio for $27.99. That product blew up. Between me making videos for it and me driving traffic to it in my lives, I generated $40,000 in 3 months from a $27 product. I knew right then there was money to be made in this space, so I turned around and created another product teaching people how to create digital products. Simple as that, step by step. That product, I listed it for $77, and it has made me multiple 5 figures. And never in a million years did I think I'd learn everything that I did from a program like Boss. Between selling my own digital products and a few of the income streams inside Boss and promoting the program itself, I have replaced my entire full-time income. I've got my blue-collar husband in off the road. We're building our dream home, and I've paid off all of our debt. I literally started this for $500 extra a month. Never in a million years did I think that my bills would finally be on auto pay. It's been absolutely a whirlwind, and I can promise you that the only thing you're going to regret once starting is not starting sooner.
100%. Did y'all hear her? $27 product turned into multiple 5 figures, you guys. Like, that's just wild, okay? She created it one time and just talked about it. That's it, okay? That's it. So I love it. Okay. So how many men do we have in here tonight, you guys? Let me know if you're a guy and you're listening, okay? I just want to know how many men we have in the house tonight. Okay. Yes, 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 yes. Every single week we are asked, like, can men do this? Okay. And even though I'm like, yes, like, yeah, we have guys in here. Okay. We hardly ever have a guy on the call, right? So now we have a guy on the call every single week because my husband does a lot of these income streams now, and completely different than I do it. So he's just going to tell you his side of this. Okay.
What's up, guys? First and foremost, welcome to Boss Suite. Thank you for checking it out. The big question that everybody has is digital marketing good for men? Listen, I'm here to tell you it is. I got my hand in digital marketing after seeing my wife's success. Y'all might know her. It's Madison. She created the Boss Suite. But I got my hand in digital marketing, seeing my wife's success, seeing it firsthand, knowing that, hey, this is legit. It's real. You might have seen my video on my second channel where I was talking about getting into it. And I was actually trying to promote selling the course because I saw that men could do this too, and I wanted to be able to help other men. Didn't take a whole lot of time. I quickly shifted all of my efforts from trying to resell the course because it didn't fit me into UGC and brand deals, Amazon reviews, TikTok shop, things like that fit me. It fit my needs. It fit what I was going for. Things like tour reviews, they fit my lifestyle, right? So one day I got with Madison, I got with Jenna, she got me hooked up with Jenna, and I got into the UGC game, and I got into it really big, really fast, and it hit hard. It was crazy. Since then, I've been working with brands like EcoX. Just signed a contract with Shitty Coolers, working on John Deere. So, let me show you one of my personal favorites. Bad Boy Moves. I'm an ambassador, and I do brand deal stuff for them. I own my own company. I run full time. In the month of March, I made over $2,000, all side money, all while running my full-time business. TikTok shop, this hoodie right here was my best seller in the month of February. EcoX, the third best seller, January. Side note, I actually had a video get over 120,000 views, just me riding my boat down the river with that speaker. I made a lot of money in January. Wouldn't be possible without digital marketing. So yes, the answer to the question is, it's possible for men to get curious, get involved. I'm telling you, it's worth every second.
Yes. So I'm so glad that he finally did that video for me. And he is actually doing the men's module, and it should be in the Boss Week next week, you guys. Okay, so get excited about that one. So after you heard all of this, you guys, like, what does support actually look like in the Boss Suite? So many people ask about, like, is there ongoing mentorship? And yes, when we first created the Boss Suite, we actually started it because there needed to be more mentorship in this space, okay? We have beginner support, you guys. We have a beginner call on Tuesday nights. We have almost weekly calls every single day of the week except the weekend. Mindset support, there's coffee chats. We have different calls at different times of the day. We have UGC specific trainings. We have this call every Thursday night so you can invite people that are interested. We really, really pour back into you guys, okay? So didn't update these photos again, okay? Somebody's gonna have to tell me before a Thursday night call, okay? We are now at 11.5K members, you guys, as of today. Like, what? It is absolutely wild. We just opened August 1st fully, you guys, which is so crazy, okay? But this is what it looks like inside of the app or inside of the website. You get access to this. As long as I'm awake, you get access to this almost instantly, okay? Right here, guys, is the calendar. You can see that we do have calls, just like I say, all the time. This is what it looks like inside of the community. Inside of your classroom, this is where all the videos are held. This is what it looks like on your app. It's a free app, okay? This is going to be your community where you can literally post anything. We post daily for you, different things, different tips and tricks for you. And that's what it looks like inside of here, okay? So these are the income streams, you guys. We actually have a couple more coming. I just haven't announced them yet because I like to keep things under wrap until I'm like, here they are, okay? So we have a lot of amazing income streams, you guys, 22 right now, and honestly, a couple more coming. So we'll be up to 24 very, very soon. I'm super excited about all of it, but truly there's something for everybody. There's even something for your pets, okay? Your pets can get brand deals. Your pets can work for their keep at your house, all right? But I'm going to let Tracy, if you do want to resell the course, we are very much like, you don't have to resell the course, but if you want to, Tracy is going to explain our commission structure.
Yes, that's the thing that I love about this. I love a lot of things about this, but one of the things I absolutely love about this is that it's not just buy a course to sell a course. Like we literally teach you a ton of different ways to make money online so that you can find the way that works best for you. Okay. Everybody's different. Everybody has different energy types, different personalities, different ways that they want to show up online, whether you're extroverted, introverted, whatever. You can't jam a square peg into a round hole. Okay. And we don't do that here. And that's what I love. But if you are an affiliate marketer like myself or like these ladies here, and you do want to share this program with people, because bottom line, this education is solid gold. So if you share it with somebody and make a commish, you're being an affiliate marketer. If you want to go that route, we have the best affiliate pay, hands down, and I'll die on that hill because we give you options. And so you can truly like customize it for you and what you want in your business. Okay. So here's what this looks like. You have an option of choosing tier 1 commission structure, which basically just means it's a one-time sale, right? You're the affiliate, you sell it to someone, you make an affiliate commission, boom, done. Okay. And your other option is tier 2. And now what this looks like is you are same structure. You're selling it as an affiliate. You make an affiliate commission, but then you also have passive commission coming in from people that like your affiliates that you bring in. Whenever they sell it, you're also bringing in a passive income. So this is what this looks like. Okay. Let's say I'm an affiliate. I sell it to Sally. Sally's always the example person. Okay. So I sell it to Sally and I make $423 in commissions from that sale. Okay. Sally jumps in and she's like, oh my gosh, this is absolutely amazing. I love this in here. I know people that could use this. I want to be an affiliate too. She chooses tier 2 and then she sells it to somebody else. Right there, I just made $100 completely passive in my pocket. I did not lift a finger for that. Okay. So those are the two different ones you can choose from. Which one you choose from is entirely up to you. There is no right or wrong here with this. Okay. If you choose tier 2, then obviously whenever you sell it, that is paid out instantly. The second tier commissions are paid out every other Friday. Tier 1 commissions, that is paid out instantly every single time you sell it. That's going directly to you. And I want you to understand something too. Whenever you sell it, even with tier 1, guys, that is $507 in commission in your pocket instantly from one sale. Okay. I want you to think about what one sale would do for you a month. I mean, that's a car payment. That's groceries. That's whatever you want it to be, even one sale. Okay. Now think about, 507 for, one sale a week, or what about one sale a day? I mean, there are people here that make multiple sales in a day. Okay. Sky's the limit here. It's really on you and how you want to run your business. But that is our choices of commission structure in a nutshell.
Okay, and to add to that, you guys, that second tier, y'all's $100 passive, I add that in manually. So you won't see it as soon as like your person makes a sale. You'll see it like right before payday because like I said, I put those in manually. And thankfully, it's not second tier week. So done for you automations, you guys are my favorite. This is completely optional, so keep that in mind. You do not have to do this when you get inside. You can go straight to the email marketing module, set your own emails up all you want for yourself for free because it's included in the program. But for this one, it is $37 a month, and it's fully done for you. And like I said, it's optional. But, oh my God. With this, you guys are getting a completely different sales page. It will not look like your traditional sales page that is on Stay in Store or Beacons. It is a completely not rebuilt. Well, it is. I've done change it again. But anyhow, it's a complete, oh my God, why am I stuck tonight? It's a funnel. Okay, guys, there. It's going to give you way more information on it than the sales page does. It does give you guys testimonies of different people that are doing different things inside of the program. It's going to answer any questions that your lead or anybody that is interested in the program would have. They can get it all from there. They also get to see it inside of the course itself. It's the very first video that's on there. And then from there, when they opt in, you guys, they're going to start getting emails like clockwork, reminding them of the call that is every Thursday. And it's going to keep you in front of them, reminding them of all the things that are inside of Boss Suite, like the commission breakdown, the ways that they can make an income, how many sales would it take for them to replace their 9 to 5. I know that email converts because y'all still respond to it. But again, this is completely optional. You do not have to do it. If you come into the program and you're like, hey, Amanda, I think that I want to do emails, or I want the emails that you've got built, and you tell me that you are brand new in this space, you've never done this before, I'm going to tell you no. Because there's no need for you to pay for something if you have no emails whatsoever going in. So that's a little bit about the done for you automations, guys. You can also automate on Facebook, Instagram. If you're doing a TikTok business page, you can automate over there. It's literally a whole back-end system beast. Is freaking amazing. And I will say that because I've built over 70 of these, and they have made over I got to update that. We are officially at 2.1 million in funnel sales out of the ones that I built. So again, this keeps you from having to remember to invite your leads to a call, remembering to stay in front of your leads. If you are getting emails and you're not sending any emails out whatsoever, you guys, then all you have is an email, and that is literally somebody else's sale. So that is it. If you guys have questions when you get inside of the community before you get to this module, shoot me a message and I will literally break it down, walk you through it, and everything like that.
Yes. Okay. So when you purchase the Boss Suite, you also get Boss Suite Lite, which is another smaller version of the course. So a lot of people like to start here. It has 8 income streams, you guys. We've added virtual assistant to it since then, which also, like, I need to get that on this call as well because virtual assistant is really taking off. We just revamped it, and we have 3 girls that have landed virtual assistant jobs in just the last week, and like retainers. Okay, one girl has 3 creators on monthly retainers now from that, you guys. Okay, I personally pay for virtual assistants to help run the Boss Suite, to help run my business, to help all the things. Okay, and there are people that need that, right? They're like me. I don't like nothing tech. If you only knew. Okay, I surprise myself sometimes, but I still don't like it. All right. So I just want to throw that out there. So anyways, you can start with Boss Suite Lite. It's $277. And if you choose to step up into the full Boss Suite, then you can pay the difference to get into the full course, okay? But if you buy Boss Suite, it's like a BOGO, and you can also resell this and make $221 at the 80% commission rate, you guys. And I just always like to point out that as an X-ray tech that went to college for 4 years for that, I used to make $150 bring home a day, okay? So one sale of a Boss Suite Lite a day would have surpassed my X-ray tech salary with a bachelor's degree. Okay, that is the leverage of digital products out here, which is absolutely amazing. Okay, all right. So on this call tonight, I want you to understand that there are 2 types of people. We have all been at least the one on the left. Okay, some of us absolutely jumped to the right, but everybody on here at some point felt like they couldn't afford to start. Okay, all 3 of us on the screen couldn't afford to start. Okay. But we also finally got to the point we couldn't afford to stay the same anymore, and we knew that we were the ones that had to change our situations, okay? So at the end of this call, you have to decide which one you are, and if you're not ready yet, we're here every Thursday night, okay? Just throwing that out there. So we have 2 amazing testimonies tonight, you guys. We had 3, but something came up for one during this call. So we have 2 amazing testimonies. Those are coming up. They're the best. Just get your tissues out, okay? Because you're probably going to cry. But after this call, I like to go ahead and say, if you felt aligned with what you saw tonight and you were ready to take a chance on your future, on yourself, on your, whatever you want to do here, you will go back to the person that invited you to this call and they will guide you through the next steps. Okay. If you Google this, you're just going to purchase from Boss Suite headquarters kind of thing. Okay. So I want you to go back to the person that invited you to this call so they make sure that they get their commissions for this. Okay. All right. So I'm going to stop sharing my screen. This is the best part, I'm telling you. Who's excited about testimonies? They're my favorite part every single week. Like, I mean, I hear myself talk all day, every day, okay? But I love hearing other people talk about how amazing this program is. Yes, okay, perfect. All right. First, you guys, I have Allison. So, Allison, if you could raise your hand for me, Sister Queen. Let's see. Oh, I think you fast, girl. Y'all are so much faster than me, okay? And her name's Allie. I have her in my phone as Allison, so sorry. That's how I feel honestly when people call me Madison, because my whole life people have called me Maddie. So I feel so proper. Hi!
Hi.
Welcome. Thank you for coming.
Thanks.
So you
Should
have
I just get started?
Yeah, just tell what the floor is yours.
Okay, here we go. All right, guys. So my whole job literally is to talk in front of people and lead meetings, but for some reason, speaking to a blank screen of people I can't see is making me way more nervous. So I did write some things down. So if it feels like I'm ever reading, it's because I am. So just a little bit of backstory about me before I jump into my experience with Boss Suite. I'm a school psychologist. I'm a mom to a 1.5-year-old, and I'm married to a middle school teacher. So life is busy, and we're staying afloat on 2 educator incomes, which is crazy. I work in a very small rural district in West Michigan, and I love it. I love the community I'm in. I love my coworkers, and I love my role. But the reality of it is that I do not make nearly as much as I would in a bigger district. So that's kind of just always been kind of something hard to navigate. After spending 3 years renting a house, picking up multiple side jobs, and still living paycheck to paycheck, I hit the realization that staying in a job where I make $20,000 less than I could be making somewhere else is pretty selfish, especially now that we have a child. So one day I didn't think I was going to cry, but here I am. Okay. One day I just started praying and I was like, God, like I need a sign. On like when to know if I should like leave my job and find a new job. And I would just like get this pit in my stomach. Sorry. Whew. Okay. But I couldn't tell if that was just like me not being ready for a change or a sign that I really should stay. So not even a week after I started praying about this, a girl that I knew from my previous job started posting about Boss Suite. And honestly, like guys, I thought she got hacked at first. I like was about to text her and was like, girl, like this person's posting all this stuff. It felt too good to be true. Like there's no way. And then she started posting videos and her face. And I was like, okay, this is real. Like, what the heck is this Lauren doing? And I'd spent like a lot of time with her previously, so I knew her heart. And sorry. Ooh, I practiced this so many times, guys. I just like really trusted her and I knew she wouldn't promote something that wasn't real. And so it took me like a few days to actually message her and a lot more days to get on board. I asked a lot of questions, probably all the same questions you guys are asking, like, how the heck do you make this work with a full-time job? So then I joined one of these calls and cried a lot. And a girl was talking about how she was living paycheck to paycheck. And she shared that when she purchased Boss Suite, she only had $83 in her bank account. And guys, I'm not kidding. I literally looked at her bank account and I had exactly $83 in my bank account. And I just did this. I just sobbed like I was a mess. So that was like my sign, and I was like, okay, God, like here we are. Let's do this. Okay. Even though I was fully invested, it was another hurdle to get my husband on board, which I'm sure a lot of you are also doing. Like, I know that kind of the joke of here is like, we don't tell the husbands, but I was like, I can't do this without my husband. So I jumped on a call with Lauren and her husband, and they just were really reassuring. And her husband like shared all of the things that his hesitations were, and he's like, guys, like this is real, like we would not just like fake this or scam people. And so I ended up getting a very hesitant yes. And I ran with it full board, using a payment plan. And it's just fun to look back now because like my husband's now the person on the phone, like telling people like, this is real. This is going to change lives. And it's great. So, okay, I'm almost done. So I decided to put all of my energy into UGC. I know a lot of people do affiliate marketing and I think it's super great. I've sold to a couple people, but like UGC is like my thing. I love it. So I really dove into it, and within my first week, I got an offer for a $600 gig, which was like so crazy, so huge. So since joining Boss Suite at the end of January, I've gotten over 20 brand deals and have made around $3,000 just in UGC. One of the gigs that I got is a monthly gig through Uptown Cheapskate, which is like a consignment shop here in Michigan. I think they're kind of all over. So I not only get paid, but I get store credit to just go shop whenever I want each month, which is so fun. So like not only just like having it on the internet, but bringing it to like a local community is also such a great opportunity. So yeah, all that to say, like, this has been so life-changing. Like, we went from living on $80 for the week to actually feeling confident with our finances. Just this last week, we were able to make an offer on a house, which is so exciting. We still haven't heard back, but we're just so excited about that. And I get to spend my summer home with my kid, which is great. And I'm not working till midnight waitressing, which is huge. So I am going to say, like, UGC is a hustle. I am working so hard with it. This is not easy or fast money. Boss Suite walks you through step by step how to do everything. It allows you to do it with confidence. I started with no background in content creation. As I said, like, I thought it was a scam at first, and I just like jumped in. And it's been such a good community and such like a good opportunity for me and my family. So yeah, thanks.
Now we're all crying. Everybody's crying with you. So please don't ever apologize for crying. It's just, it is literally, I'm telling you, in the beginning, I cried so much. And I was always just all my lives just crying. And I'm like, what is this? And somebody, I cannot remember who it was, but they were like, sweetie, it is years of like fight or flight that is leaving your body because you can finally relax because God provided a way and you ran with it. Not only did he open a door, but you ran through the door. And it just, that has stuck with me. And I still have moments where I'm just overwhelmed and with joy and thankfulness. And I still cry on my lives. Like I get teary-eyed almost every live. Something brings it to the forefront. And I'm just so thankful for this opportunity and all of the things. You were amazing. You definitely brought the heartfelt, and I'm so happy. Please update us when you know about your house.
Thank you. Thank you guys.
So welcome. I'm so happy for you. Y'all drop some stuff in the chat for her. I know it is hard to come on here and talk in front of all of these people that you don't know, you can't see. Okay, you're just talking to a blank screen. She is right. So it's very, very overwhelming, but I love her story because she has been so successful and she doesn't resell the course. That is always one of the main things is this just a course to resell a course? Do I think course selling is amazing? Yes, you guys, I do. Okay. But also there's all kinds of kinds. And so if you don't want to resell a course, we prove every single week that you do not have to here. Okay. So our next speaker is Amanda, you guys. So Amanda, if you're in the chat, yes, another Amanda. You don't have to talk again. She said
I got real nervous. I was like, I remember my first opportunity call, and I didn't think it was time again.
I'm not doing this again. Okay, here we go, you guys. Okay, let's see. Let's try it again. Analyst. Perfect.
Can you see me?
I can't see you yet. Let's see.
Oh, there I am.
There you are.
Okay, that's a hard testimony for me to follow up.
Girl, somebody always has to go first. Somebody always has to go last. And I'm like, they're all going to be.
I don't mind. First of all, my name is Amanda. I'm a wife. I'm a mom of 4. I've been a nurse for almost 20 years. I've spent the last decade of my career in sales. So I talk to people for a living every day. I did not come in for the money. That sounds crazy. I came in for time freedom. I have spent a lifetime in a career watching patients. By the time they are retired, they are too old, too sick, and too broke to enjoy the last few years of their life. And I don't want to be a statistic. I started on TikTok Shop last year, just playing around with it. I started telling insane stories of parenting, and it blew up. And I got into the TikTok Shop, and I had no plan, just playing around, and I got good at it. But we all know that platform changed and it's not been the same. And I realized real quick it could be gone in an instant, and that's my play money. So I had really been playing around. I had heard about UGC. I had no idea what it was, but I was like, I want to know more about that. Well, unlike most people on here, I did not hear from a stranger on the internet. I had a friend posting about all this money she was making in digital marketing, and I saw her post. But we had done an MLM together previously. And I was like, I don't know what she's selling, but I ain't buying. And so I was like, money sounds good, sis, but I'm not in. And so I sat and she kept posting and I kept trolling. And I finally was like, okay, dadgummit, just tell me what the heck you're doing. And so she said digital marketing. And I was like, what is that? Like, I keep hearing people talk about it, but I have no idea what it is. So she sent me the link and I looked at it, and I have a husband that will push me off the fence. He's like, you can do this every single time, whatever it is. He just pushes me. So I don't even ask anymore. And so I told him, I was like, I think I'm going to do this. Like, I really don't feel like I have anything to lose. I can make this in the TikTok Shop in a week. I'm just going to do it. And so I jumped in. And literally day one, I went on my TikTok and I was like, holy crap. I just spent $600 on a course. I have no idea what I'm doing. You're either going to watch me fail or you're going to watch me fly, but you can take this journey with me. So I started that. Within 7 days, I made my investment back. And I started a series on TikTok called Coffee and Confessions, where I share the good, the bad, and the ugly of digital marketing. And I just lay it all out there. And I have to tell them, sometimes you're the windshield and sometimes you're the bug, and you just got to keep going. And so since then, so I joined March 4th. Since March 4th, I've generated almost 30K in sales. And I say that without any emotion because I still can't even believe that that is even possible. I'm the most skeptical person ever. And I'm like, every time Stan is emailing me and I'm like, you've got to be freaking kidding me. Like, where is this even coming from? So Amanda has heard from me more in the last 3 weeks. I'm inviting her to Christmas because she's had to deal with me so much. I'm like, please don't hunt me down and stab me. So anyway, I just started sharing, and it has a wing and a prayer has absolutely changed my life. It has built my confidence. It has all the things, but the best side of that is connecting with people from around this country I would have never met had I not put myself out there. It is watching my friends step out of their comfort zone and really start to own their identity again. Learning skills that they never thought they could. I have one friend that has stepped completely out of her comfort zone and has posted a video twice this past week about what she's doing. I have one friend that has written a lifetime of poetry that has now learned the skills how to go into KDP and have that published. She's gotten her first out. I have another friend that CapCut reached out to her about building templates. She's already made 2 sales. It becomes, and I tell my people, you can be money driven or you can be purpose driven. One is going to fill up your bank account. The other one is going to fill up your heart. And I'm not a crier, dadgummit, I'm on the verge. It's going to fill up your heart and you're going to live your purpose, because we talked about this before. Madison's yes made all of our yeses possible. And I sit back and I look at what my yes has done for so many people already. And you can't put a price tag on that. You can't. And I had somebody comment on a TikTok the other day, and I don't want to take up all y'all's time, but she was like, you don't feel guilty for what you're doing? And I said, guilty for what? giving women confidence, giving women an opportunity, and men too. But seeing mamas step into something of their own that they did not believe that they could do, that they are making a difference and bringing home an income they didn't think was possible. What part of that am I supposed to feel guilty about? Because I don't. So it has been a game changer. If you have been on the fence, get off the dang fence. You have to work, and some days you are the bug, and some days you are the windshield, but the days you're the windshield, it will light you up to keep you going on the hard days. So that's it. I'm so grateful for this opportunity. I stood in my kitchen Saturday morning. Leisha's on here when she messaged me a video of her poetry, and I stood in my kitchen and I cried, and I was like, God, thank you for not only the platform and the followers I have to be able to share this, but for the wins that other people are getting, because it makes it all worth it.
It
So
absolutely does.
yes. So thank you to all of you, Amanda, Tracy, Madison, Amanda, especially for having to deal with me. But I truly appreciate this opportunity so much and what it's doing for my family.
Girl, if she deals with me every day and my extraness, I promise you are probably okay. I promise. Thank you so much for sharing tonight.
Thank you. Absolutely.
I'm blown away. So I love that. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Y'all drop some stuff in the chat with her. And like she just said, you guys, like, honestly, we all started this. Well, not all of us. She didn't start for the money. A lot of us started for the money. Okay. But when she talks about your purpose, I'm going to try to hold it together right now that it is the most fulfilling thing. And I pray every single person on this call tonight gets to hear from somebody that you have helped change their life in some form or fashion, because it never gets old. It never, ever, ever gets old. So you have no idea. Tracy likes to call it the ripple effect. You have no idea what your yes could not only do for your family, but so many others. And you have no idea, like, what steward that God may be calling you to be, because I did not imagine being who I am in this world, in this space, in any of it. Okay. I literally wanted to make $3,000 a month to keep my house and not have to go back to work and leave my babies. That's all I prayed for. So I hope, you guys, that if you are feeling the nudge, if you are feeling like this is a door opening for you, I encourage you to walk through it. I encourage you to take a chance on yourself, because it's the best thing all of us ever did for our lives, and our lives will never look the same because we said one yes. Okay. So again, I'm going to remind you, if you felt led to join tonight, then you go back to the person that invited you to this call. Okay. They will help you sign up. You guys, there are payment plans. The majority of us started on one, a payment plan and a prayer. We all say it. Okay. Get them to help you sign up and just dive in. We have everything step by step. Everything, literally, we have a module 0. Okay. Like, start here. I promise we have step by step for you. And it's here if you're ready. It's here if you want it. And if you're not, then we will be back next week and we'll welcome you again. And you're going to hear more people and you're going to cry again. Okay. So we're here every Thursday night if you love the show. Okay. So I think that's all we got tonight, you guys. I will have this uploaded for Boss Suite affiliates before I go to bed tonight. I hope you guys have a great weekend, and I hope I see you inside the community. Good night.